Hello Libra, welcome, it's Sandra here from Wolf Moon Tarot. This is your Fairy Oracle reading for January 2022 or thereabouts. It is a general reading, Libra, so please take what resonates with you, but anything that doesn't resonate with you, that'll be for somebody else at this time. But let's see. So what do we have for Libra, please? January 2022. What do we have for Libra? What's important for Libra to know at this time? What's important for Libra to consider at this time? We have a card jumped out. We'll have a quick look at it. It's Wasp Spirit. And this is saying that sometimes life stings. Alright, so I'll just pop that back in. A little bit more of a shuffle. Alright, so first of all we have Dog Spirit, and this says be loyal to what you love. Alright, be loyal to what you love, Libra. And we have Grasshopper Spirit, and this says take a leap of faith. Alright, so we'll come back to those two messages in a little while. We'll see how they fit in with the rest of your reading. So we'll get into your reading with the Fairy Oracle cards by Brian Froud. What's important for Libra to know at this time, please? What's important for Libra? So we have the heart of your reading, Libra, the challenge to that, what's in your power ×2, a possible outcome according to your free will, of course, and those around you, and something else that your guides would like to say to you at this time. And at the bottom of the deck we have the Sage, and this is about tapping into your inner wisdom. Tapping into your inner wisdom. The Sage is a contemporary energy, different to the Oak Man, that is very much steeped in ancient wisdom and knowledge. But the Sage taps into his inner self. You can see he has one eye that looks out, but he has a blanked out eye. It looks blanked out, but that eye is looking inwards. So he taps into his inner wisdom, inner intuition. He's very contemporary, keeps up to date with current situations, so is very aware of the current situations around us all. So let's see, I'll just put him to one side. And another shuffle now, a little bit of a shuffle. So could we clarify all of the cards on the table, please, for Libra. Clarify all of the cards on the table for Libra, please. And at the bottom of the deck we've got the Oakman, so this is very much about drawing on your knowledge. The Oakman is a slower energy compared to the Sage, but this is drawing on your ancient wisdom, ancient knowledge, perhaps drawing on ancestral wisdom also. It's about being honest as well, looking something in the eye now and looking at it squarely in the eye. As you draw up from deep in for the deep roots that are deep in the ground. You know, what is it that you really need to get more information about? It may be seeking wise counsel, it may be seeking advice externally to yourself also. Okay. Alright, so I'll just put him next to the Sage. So that's quite unusual to have the Sage and the Oakman come out both together. So there's definitely something here about intuition, wisdom, wise counsel. Let's have a look. At the heart of your reading we have Neris the Alchemist and She the Retriever. Neris the Alchemist, this is when there's a great change happening. Something is changing, probably within yourself, Libra. But you're turning your back on something that's gone, that's no longer relevant, and you're very, very focused now on where you're going. But there's a very much a chemical change happening here that's going to change, you know, and change the direction that you're going in. But you're very focused, Libra. And we have She the Retriever, and what you're very focused on is something that you thought was gone, was lost forever. But She the Retriever says with a little bit of effort on your part, you can retrieve it, you can get it back. And this is what I feel there's a focus on at this moment in time. There is a great change happening. And you must be aware of that, Libra, I'm sure, because this has come out right at the heart of your reading. But still, there is something that you are thinking that you've lost. It's not achievable any longer, but it is. With a little bit of effort, you can get it back, whatever it is. It'll be something different for all of you, Libra. So what are the challenges for you? Well, we have the Glaucona, and we have Leighton the Sylph. The Glaucona, this is all that glitters isn't gold. The Glaucona comes forward to challenge and say, you have to scratch the surface, because what's underneath is not perhaps as nice or presentable as what's on the surface. So there's something, you need to scratch the surface to do with something, and this is a challenge for you. It could be you don't want to see what's underneath the surface. How something is being presented, it looks very attractive, looks like the real deal, but underneath it's something very different. It's something perhaps a little bit darker. All right, so it's a challenge for you now to peel back the layers to see what's underneath that's being presented. And we've got Leighton the Sylph, because this is something's happening very quickly. Leighton the Sylph reminds me of a firefly darting about in the garden. Once you focus your eyes on the firefly, then it's gone. It's gone to somewhere else in the garden. So something's happening very quickly. One you think you've grasped it and you understand it, then it's gone, and so you've got to follow it and try and get a better understanding. And it's to do with something that is not real, that's not actually how it's being presented. So what's in your power? Well, we have he of the fairy sword and friends. So what's in your power now is grasping the nettle, grasping the sword now, and taking action. Taking action, cutting away the dark clouds, cutting away that which is not serving you any longer, Libra, and taking direct action now. And it's to do with friends or friendships in some way. It's to do with, you know, your friendships with people who are on the same page as you, having the same vision, going in the same direction. But there's a need to take some action in some way that will hopefully, you know, take you to victory and success. And it may be that you're taking your friends along with you, the friends that think alike. No, perhaps this is what you are able to do now, is to grasp the sword and take your friends with you. Go in the same direction. It'll be something a little bit different for all of you, Libra. So what else is in your power? Well, we have Fairies of the future and the death energy, death and rebirth. So it's within your power now to focus on making plans for the future. The fairies of the future don't dwell on the past and what's gone, but they do focus on where they're going. And it's a time of, not quite a time of action, but it's a time of making plans and looking to see which way you're going to go now, Libra. There is something coming to an end. There's something coming to an end. But whatever it is, it brings a gift. You see the figure here, the shrouded figure, is holding a beautiful sphere and is offering this as a gift. So something that's going to be shed, something that's coming to an end, but what the transformation brings with it, a gift for you. And it's to do with making plans for the future. Perhaps having to leave something behind now. Let something go as you make plans. But there's a gift being offered to you here. A beautiful energy there. Okay. So what's a possible outcome here? Well, we have the Spirit Dancer and Solace. Two fabulous energies for you, Libra. The Spirit Dancer, this is about you dancing your dance, not somebody else's dance. Dancing your authentic dance. Being yourself, letting go the cloak of uncertainty and shadows. Let it go now and be yourself, as long as it's safe for you to do so and safe for those around you. But, dancing your dance. And the clarifier is Solace. And this is an amazing energy. This is a universal, fabulous energy of the Solace brings warmth, growth, happiness, joy, expansion. I love the colours of the Solace. We've got the beautiful red phoenix colours here. So vibrant, energising. And this is what is going to come in for you as you do your own thing, Libra. It's going to bring this beautiful energy of the Solace forward for you. And also you see Solace's solar plexus is shining there. And that's because he has full control over his life, over what he does. This is about power, control and authority and autonomy. All right. So very much, the Solace energy is here for you, Libra. But you've got to be yourself, and do what you know is right for you. Alright, so before I have a quick look at the rest of the cards, let's have a look at what your guides would like to say to you now. Well, we have the Master Maker and Bodacious Bodak. The Master Maker, now, he comes forward to say, if you were thinking you were the best you could be at what you do, the Master Maker says, no, you can be better. You can excel even more. Don't restrict yourself. Don't limit yourself. Don't hold yourself back. You can actually excel even more and grow into a bigger skin. Right, which is lovely. And of course that links in with the Spirit Dancer, dancing your dance, being your authentic self. Now the clarifier here is the Bodacious Bodak. And the Bodacious Bodak is the meddler fairy in the Fairy Oracle. And he comes forward to say, if you don't sort this out, if you don't focus on developing even more, somebody else will. Because the Bodacious Bodak, he finishes things off that have been left dangling, loose ends dangling. He sorts them out, but he won't finish it off in the way that you would, Libra. It'll be all higgledy-piggledy, but he'll think he's helping. All right, so that's the energy of the Bodacious Bodak. But I feel what this is saying for you, Libra, is that you can actually excel and get better. You know, you've got more room to grow here, because if you don't, somebody else will. So this is a particular message. It's not going to be for everybody, Libra, but it certainly will be for somebody or for a few of you. So if we could just look very quickly what's on the table. Be loyal to what you love. So do your own thing. Be yourself. What is it that sparks your interest, you know? And take a leap of faith now, you know, with the Master Maker. Take a leap of faith. And draw on your inner wisdom now. What is it your intuition and your inner wisdom is telling you? You know, search deep, draw up from your roots, take your time, be honest with yourself. You know, what is it? What is the knowledge, what is the extra knowledge that you need now to expand and grow into a bigger skin now? You know, what is it you need to find out? Okay. So, yes, we had Neris the Alchemist, didn't we? And, you know, there is definitely a change happening within you, for some of you, Libra. All right, great change, very focused going forward. And there's something you can retrieve now that you thought you'd lost for going forward, just with a little bit of effort. But, you know, the challenge for you is all that glitters isn't gold. There's something you need to scratch the surface of, because it's not what you think it is. Something is presenting itself to you that's not the real deal. And it's happening quickly, it's coming in quickly. So just be mindful of that. These are the challenges for you, Libra. All right. But then in your power, you know, this is about grasping the sword now, taking action, and perhaps taking your friends along with you. You know, going along with your friends, with people who are on the same page as yourself. So deciding to grasp the nettle now. And yes, as you're planning for the forward, you've got to let something go. For some of you, this is letting something go as you're planning to go forward. But there is a gift inherent in this transformation process for you. And then outcome, yes, dance your dance. And it's going to bring in great power, great energy, great growth and expansion. And universal blessings, I feel here. All right, but yes, you know, you can grow even more. Whatever this is to do with, and it will be something different for all of you, Libra. But there's room for expansion. And if you don't grasp that nettle now, somebody else will. And I feel that's what this reading is saying now. All right. All right, could we have two final messages for Libra, please, to conclude this reading? Two final messages for Libra, please. What else can you tell Libra? What else? All right, well, we have Rainbow Blessings and we have Voyage of the Heart. Rainbow Blessings, so blessings are showering your life. So at the moment it may seem a little bit dark, a little bit uncertain, but you've just got to go a little bit further. And you'll go through the archway and the rainbow blessings are waiting for you there. And this could well be what the Master Maker and Bodacious Bodak are saying, you know. Just got to go a bit further, grow a little bit more, sort something out yourself, you know, and the rainbow blessings are waiting for you there. And this is the voyage of the heart, so love flows through you and to you. So this is very much about your heart centre, your emotions, and there's something progressing to do with your heart chakra, to do with what's meaningful for you and what you care about, and something that you care deeply about and that you are nurturing. Libra. So beautiful, beautiful energies. All right, Libra, I'm going to leave it there. This is your reading, or whoever this is for, and it will be for somebody, or a small handful of you. So I hope you recognise your story and that this reading has offered some form of support for you and clarity. But good luck going forward, and until next time, bye-bye for now.